6'6", 265.
Rodney Fields with his first carry and into the open field. All the way to midfield. You can see why they want to give him.
In a game where they came out running it with backup quarterbacks, they're slinging it around.
And now the quarterback draw. Another big gainer. That's Flores. A gain of 45. They go back to Richardson. And he is tackled for a loss of a yard on the play by Ivan Oates, the leader.
Looking again to get it to Jacob Emmers on that last play.
A.J. Allen hunting for room. He lost a yard. And it's going to bring up a third down and long.
Pretend you've been there before.
Here's the blitz from Coney. It's picked up. Flores, escape route up the middle. And dives to about the 40-yard line.
One of the bigger plays.
Five-man rush. Flores flushed. Able to pick it up with his feet. He's made a couple of plays tonight with his legs.
Different ways and avenues for him to maneuver, and he's finding them. You know, and all of a sudden, Coney is chasing from behind after he got one-on-one coverage up top.
Blitz from the nickel spot. Richardson pinballs, hurdles, balls on the ground. Who's got it? Oklahoma State football.
Let's see if the guys in the black uniforms can take advantage. Well, what a heck of a tackle by Parker Robertson to get to kind of upend Richardson. The ball goes on the turf. It looked as though a Tulsa player.
Tulsa now backed up. Richardson stood up. Wendell Gregory. Forward progress gives him the 5. It's still a loss on the play.
And Zane Flores slinging around a little bit.
They go back to the ground. That's a big hole. Broken tackle. Rodney Fields inside the 20. And the Cowboys back in the red zone. Lento Smith making the tackle.
Yeah, if not for Lento Smith, this may be a house call. He came out of nowhere showing some speed.
Flores keeps reaching. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. First career touchdown for Zane Flores. And the Cowboys will go for 2.
Usually, and allows for penetration. Flores goes right. I mean, he is following blockers. He immediately gets downhill, almost like, you know, he's under center, handing off to a back coming downhill, and that allows him to pick up blocks, get himself into the end.
Second with Tulsa. They go to the tight end, Foley. Cut down to the NFL. Robertson is the one guy who's made
for Tulsa.
4-down territory for Tulsa. Hayes, the zone read. Caper! Cale Smith with the TFL. Land, it's 4th down.
Does a nice job and an excellent read pulling it out because Trip White was there to take away Allen, the back, and that forced Hayes to keep. And that's what led to the previous touchdown.
Fields, boys, he had a big game. A gain of a dozen
in this drive.
Over the middle on the slant, broken tackle. And all the way to midfield.
Which is super soft coverage in the zone by Tulsa. They were rolling until the holding penalty by Schick.
Booker lets this one bounce. It takes a Cowboy bounce. And downed inside the 5-yard line.
For Mike Gundy's halftime speech.
On 2nd down. Flores over the middle. Fitzpatrick holds it in. A clean catch. He may have still been running. Still a 1st down for the Cowboys. Kick is up. And good.
We got a ball game.
Richardson runs into a palisade of defenders and he lost a yard.
He may leave his offense on the field.
Hard count.
Try to hard count Oklahoma State off sides. And Mike Gundy.
3:13 to go. Flores over the middle, has a receiver. It's Will Money. Big first down, big chunk play to get the drive started.
Quick out situation here with a slot in the bottom of the screen. You don't choose to go there.
Go over the middle. Fields has to get the first down. He does inside the 45.
Now you got to get set.
Momentarily stops the clock.
And don't move players.
Play action. Jackson, ton of time, throws a strike, and it's caught down to the 22. Another catch for DJ Black.
Oh, this is a late development play. DJ comes all the way underneath here, and the thing that I like about him, he just settles down in his position. He knows he's going to get hit. Jackson sets up properly, gets his platform. The ball is up high, and he presents it. He doesn't continue to lead him.
Montgomery, no, it's going to be a keeper. Taven Jackson, touchdown. Wonderful ball handling, Taven Jackson, and results in 6.
Belichick and I talked about option game yesterday. Just watch this particular motion here. Inside the end, crashes down, and then Taven sees that and pulls that ball out immediately. That's a classic option read. The defensive end loses containment, gets nosy with that first back through there.
True freshman Damon June. He wears number 35. He's next to Lopez. Jailbreak. They get it out to June. Nice. And June makes the first man miss, and he's just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Lewis Carter makes the tackle. He's in the slot right side. 3rd down.
There's pressure from the outside.
Lopez flushed, in trouble, and he goes down. Sacked by Sincere Edwards.
Well, Sincere, number 10, was certainly sincere about this as he comes screaming off the edge with pressure from the outside. He had help on the opposite side of him.
They put Ship in motion. Lopez. Lewis Carter on the stop.
I'll tell you, he's a baller, man. They're not necessarily spying him, but number 20 has the quarterback. He sees it and diagnoses it immediately and comes underneath that faux block on him. And just nice.
To the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Kylan Fox.
Wow.
What a drive for UCF. Dead, and they come storming back.
Kylan Fox, slide like a fox. The switch route, that's just a busted assignment. Both defenders for North Carolina come up in coverage.
Conference play starts next week for UCF, and in 2 weeks for North Carolina. And out the back door goes Taven Jackson. Jackson all the way down to the 20-yard line. Jackson out of the end zone.
Well, this guy is real. He's like Wayne Gretzky, slick and overboard, man. He takes that thing out and pulls it. You don't even necessarily know he's got the ball the way he runs with intention. He makes everything look the same.
Fake it to Thomas.
Nice.
They find the tight end again. Dylan Wade down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, but partner, I want you to watch what Dylan Wade is. Last time he was in the slot position, but he's here now. And watch him release outside and get width, and the window is just straight through there. And that window is what allowed him to exploit that opportunity. Just a great job of putting him in different.
They want to get Montgomery a touchdown. And they do! Touchdown, Miles Montgomery! Some things you get sad, other things you just know. Montgomery, and they wanted to get him a score.
Well, inside zone, low man wins, right? You got the little crossbuck action there. Get guys standing up, looking, trying to anticipate where they're going.
First meeting ever between these two schools. It's now 2nd down and goal. Ball's at the 5. Jakari Brown is the quarterback. He hands it off to Nixon. Did he?
Yes.
He did! Touchdown, UCF!
You know, given the caliber of coach you're facing, I think this is worthy. Fielding Yost would be proud of this ability to score points against a pretty tough defense, even though they've been struggling. And
empty backfield for the Bear. Morton underneath. Ball caught. Williams Rakes it upfield with running room. Still on its feet. Williams bursts at speed. Williams gets a block. No flag. Can he get there? Cuts it inside. Still on the move. At the 11 he goes down. What a run. Jacoby Williams.
You're going to have the tight end. He's going to come and block the man player that's trying to defend Jacoby Williams. So the question becomes, did he catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage or was he downfield? If he's downfield, then that is a pass interference. But if he did step back, which it looked like he might have stepped back.
Morton handing it off. Dickey this time, and he's dropped for a loss. Well, Dickey in the backfield. They give it to him straight ahead. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Just like that. 73-yard catch and run by Jacoby Williams.
Great push out here on the right side of this offensive line, including that tight end, Terrence Carter. Beautiful block.
Morton pulls it out, wants to run it, and is gobbled up immediately. Lealele.
Well, this is a great job by the linebacker, Jonathan Hall. Watch as he's going to get to the outside, and that's where Morton realizes, okay, I've got to turn back in, and that's where all the pursuit from the defense is coming. Leea is right there for the stop. You go back to the pitch like that late, it's going to hit the ground.
Second down, 7, near side throw, and a first down for Utah. And the ball comes out. Texas Tech says they have it, and they do.
What a hit. Ben Roberts knocks it out. Tech defense flexing some serious Red Raider muscle.
2nd and 10 at the 46. Morton with time. Near side, back shoulder. Intercepted.
They're trying to attack Blake Cotton here, number 16. And watches that ball hits him right in the back. And there's Johnson, secured knee down, certainly in bounds, and he's headed the other direction. Utah's defense answers turnover for turnover right here. Cotton, nice play, no contact before the ball arrives, and then Johnson's able to get that knee down before sliding.
Here's a handoff straight ahead. Parker looking for that first down, lost it. Tech said they have the football, and they do again.
They punched it out again.
Second turnover of the first.
This is a carbon copy, except this time it's Rodriguez. Look at him punch the ball out. Joey McGuire told Jenny Taft earlier today he sent a video about punching the ball out to his team earlier today, and now that's back-to-back series. Ben Roberts, 13, punches it out. Jacob Rodriguez.
Morton, play fake. Morton. He got decked loose, and Tech falls on the football. John Henry Daly.
I tell you, the pass rush is showing up right here. So on the outside, John Henry Daly, he's already got 5 sacks this year. Look at the motor on this guy. Blocked initially on the outside by Howard Sampson, but then just keeps going and finally gets to Baron Morton. Ball comes loose, and now Tech way behind.
2nd down and 26. Morton with pressure, gets it away, but gets nothing. Williams the catch, but Teo Johnson drops him for a loss of 2.
Remember, he's only 5'11".
3rd down and 8 at the 16. Dampier drops it off near side. Snowden looking for some blockers, and he won't get them. They're just jumping on him. Gil Howard. Morton will throw it. Sideline throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Jackson Benny. Another turnover. He takes it away from Coy Aiken.
This is wild. These defenses are just coming to play. Benny does a great job of getting back to the ball, but again, it's underthrown from Baron Morton. That's 2 picks that he's thrown, both of them underthrown, and Utah takes advantage.
1st and 10 to the 49. Dampier sprints out of the pocket, drops it off short. Nothing doing this time. great pursuit as Landon Barton makes the tackle, and he's dropped immediately.
Twice down the field, both of them picked off.
First down and 10. Here's a handoff. Dickey, what? And hold. He'll pick up a first down. Ritchie with the tackle. Let's go downstairs. Henry Daly crushed him.
Right when he's in there at the handoff point, and again, as a defensive player, if you're responsible for the quarterback in this day and age of RPO run pass option, he goes for the...
Morton. Caught. First down and more by Caleb Douglas. Man, he came out of his break quickly. They fire it out wide. This time it's Aiken. And Aiken dropped for a loss once again. Good snap, clean hold. Take that, Joel Klatt.
Wow, what a kick. How about that?
Whoa.
Harrington's long was 47, like you said. And he drills it. What a kick. Stones.
According to the USA Today, conservative call, Dickey, and he'll be tackled for a loss. Wow. Ritchie leading the way. Hammond looks, throws. Oh, what a catch at the 45. Caleb Douglas does it again. Jacoby Williams in motion. He'll drop it off in the flats to Carter, and Carter lost it. Jonathan Hall once again on the play.
On the field as the runner was down. Prior to the ball coming loose, it'll be fourth down. In the continuing immediate action, number 23 recovered the ball. Fourth down.
That's a great read by Jonathan Hall. He has been flying around. Had the hit on Baron Morton on the last.
Jack Burgess from the 33. Rayshon Glover deep. Lets it go over his head. And down at the 1 yard line. What a punt. Third down and 4th to 7. Quick strike, far side, and another loss. J.J. Buchanan, Pollock took him down instantly.
Look at all these eyes out here on these guys. There's just no threat deep. They put their foot in the ground. They immediately are back toward the line of scrimmage. Bryce Pollock, he's there to make the stop. That's not fooling anybody. There's no threat down the...
3rd and 7 at the 37. Hammond looks backside. Finds his target, Dickey, but he is ridden out of bounds quickly by Nate Ritchie. Hammond off his back foot. Oh, beautiful throw and catch. Reggie Virgil got that foot down. 19.
Yeah, this is a beautiful route. From the outside, he presses in, and then he goes back to the corner. The ball is thrown on time, but he reaches back just over that inside.
Will Hammond, the freshman from Austin. Hammond uncorks again, same area, and it is caught around the 25.
Those last two deep balls, you can't throw any better. And if at first you don't succeed, then try again. Right back to Douglas.
Throw.
It was perfect, Gus. Outside shoulder over the arm of Jackson Benny. Douglas, all he's got to do is put his hands out, and it's in.
Utah with only 171 yards in total offense. Dampier steps up. Nice throw and catch. Bentley still moving. And he'll go down deep inside Texas Tech territory.
Tell you, the hands from Dallin Bentley flash him. Look at that one's down by his backside knee, and he's able to go back.
They've got to pay it off. They'll go quickly. 2nd and 1. At the 5. Handoff. Parker. Touchdown, Utah.
Look at the right side of this offensive line. There's Spencer Fano first on the defensive end, then up to the linebacker.
Hammond has done well. Quarterback run here. And he's got to get down. Whoa, what a move. Hurdling. Breaks it back and then goes down.
Right there. Hammond on the designed quarterback draw, and he's getting away from the linebacker right there at the line of scrimmage. He was free. Virgil with a block. And then Hammond is able to get down once he crosses the 50.
First down and 10 from Oregon, Penn State, among others. Hammond on the move. Oh, he whipped it in there. Down inside the 25. Gain of 19.
And just over the outstretched arm of number 23, Jackson Benny. Benny is trying to tip that ball, but too much velocity from Hammond. And he's able to get it in there to Coy Aiken. Aiken is Baron Morton's best friend, trusted receiver on the outside.
And he has found himself. First down at the 24. And wide open. Touchdown! Terrence Carter Jr. Willie the Whip does it again.
Well, they're going to fake the screen pass out to the outside. It looks like he's going to block, and then he takes off down the field. They do this as well as anybody in the country.
Aiken in motion. Hammond. Another first down completion.
The end zone that went on the wrong shoulder. Again, inside breaking route. Where's the ball? On the frame. Maybe a touch behind him, but Carter is able to make the adjustment, get back there, and get that catch in front of Teo Johnson.
Hammond is 11 of 14, 133 yards passing and a touchdown. He's rushed. If they win this game, game ball is coming for Hammond. Dickey keeps going. Outside. Sideline. Touchdown. Texas Tech. Cameron Dickey, 24 yards.
He's wrapped up by a couple of different Utah players, and he's able to wiggle out. Logan Fano right there. And then Nate Ritchie, number 6. Both have their hands on him, but he keeps his legs going. Spins out of it and runs for a touchdown. But this is a clear and resounding message to the rest of the Big 12 Conference.
Third down and 8. Dampier in trouble, and he's sacked. David Bailey.
Very close to a top 10 team, if not absolutely a top 10 team.
Fourth down and 23. Dampier just lets it fly and intercepted on the far side. Wow.
Jacob Rodriguez in front of his wife, Emma.
With one hand.
That's right. He said, listen,
baby, look at me.
I can fly.
Great program in Champaign. Hammond, they throw it up top again. Now they're showing off. Touchdown, Reggie Virgil. Wow.
Better. Will Hammond dropping absolute dimes right on top of the face mask of the wide receiver. I'm like, that's the note you take when the play is installed. All right, back shoulder, drop it right on the face mask of the wide receiver.
Goes in motion, changes sides.
Empty set, they put Ash in motion and fake it to him. Marchiol rolling left, and he is dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Dean Miller.
A tremendous play from Miller. And this is the thing, when you go empty, you better be right. You better be able to make a play. And you can see Miller, that closing speed, Marchiol just not able. And the guys up front, you want to give them a little bit of confidence, tell them that you have some confidence. And here they are getting Gruen, the tight end, into the backfield.
Play action. Daniels has time, snaps it over the middle. It is caught. Levi Wentz. Touchdown, Kansas.
Always do what they're not expecting. You're going to bring Wentz right into the middle of the field and just sit him down. And with everybody expecting run linebacker level, safety level, everybody comes.
Third and long, Kansas just 1 for 5 today. Daniels seeing pressure, steps up, wide open space. First down, slides to the ground, and he got smoked. And there is some extracurriculars with about 6 flags down on the field. And extracurriculars between the two teams to follow.
Oh yeah,
Man.
I mean, you just got to know better. And it looks like it almost gets helmet to helmet there as well. Look, I know you want to get those hits, but you know that he's going into the slide there. And, you know, defensive players are always say, you know, we got to run so far. And, you know, we got too many.
Field goal unit on Laith Marjan, who's hit from as long as 47 this year. This one from 42, and it is good. Emmanuel Henderson from the 2 on the return. Has a hole, squeezes through it. He's across the 35, and he just gets wrapped up at the ankles, shy of the 45. It's a 42-yard return.
Man, remember the return early in the game, first play of the game, or early punt return, got them some great field position, and here, that late spin almost got out of that one for 6.
Henderson's an Alabama transfer. He was one of the highly recruited wide receivers out of his high school class. Went there to Alabama, didn't have a big impact in the offense, did in the special teams. But he comes here to Kansas, and he's been the top receiver through 3 games. Daniels fakes the option, has a man, it's caught. LeShawn Williams, touchdown Kansas.
Famous offensive coordinator Greg Roman says it's not play action unless you're pulling an offensive lineman. They get Kobe Baines pulling on that play, and that misdirection is enough to open it up for LeShawn Williams leaking out on the backside. You have to give him some options where he can get rid of that ball quickly and they can pick up that first down.
Kansas does have 2 timeouts to work with. Jalen Daniels uses his legs on the first play. He's got 12 yards and a first down.
Sometimes the mechanics just get a little bit off, but here,
Physical, tough, violent pass protector, too.
No doubt.
Daniels has an open seam, has the first down, squeezes between defenders. He's inside the 25 before he goes sliding down.
13 seconds. And this is why he's so dangerous. Just a couple of extra cuts. And he's tough to get on the ground. And this is something that West Virginia struggled with against Ohio. Parco Navarro, the quarterback there for Ohio University, and just, guys just not wrapping on some of the tackles, including Darian Lewis, who comes up there from that safety spot. And, somebody who's not on his execution coming out in the second half.
Laith Marjan has already hit from 42 today. This one from 43 right before halftime, and he got it. Lance Leipold excited with the first half from his Kansas Jayhawks here in the Big 12 opener, up 17 on West Virginia.
First touch for the Horned Frogs. Jeremy Payne in it, running back with a crease, and a big gain. Payne racing for 21. TCU off that impressive Monday night, Labor Day night victory against North Carolina. Nobody gave the Horned Frogs a chance. Here's Josh Hoover. And escapes out of bounds back into field goal range. A 13-yard gain on the ground. And let's see. Floated, far side, and caught. Tearing the jersey and into the end zone. Eric McAllister. And the first touchdown of the season for the Boise State transfer from 27 yards out.
Well, the ball hadn't found him yet this season, but that wasn't by design. It was just by matchups. All of a sudden, Josh Hoover sees the pressure, avoids the pressure, and Eric McAllister.
Clean pocket for Hoover. Jeremy Payne into the end zone. And it's that easy for Josh Hoover, his second touchdown pass of the day.
5'10", 180. But watch him out of the backfield. He's going to be matched up against a linebacker. The linebacker's not going to be ready. He tries to fight through the traffic, and unfortunately, he's not able to. As a linebacker, you have to understand that those cut splits mean you could get picked. So you have to go over top or underneath, and Payne knows that as well, so that play is run at faster tempo. They've slowed it down this time. I want to see them put a pressure back on the defense.
Harden, the running back, coming in from Westwood after 3 seasons. O.J. Maryland is yet to be called upon today in the slot. The massive tight end coming back from an ACL injury. Horned Frogs show pressure. Kevin Jennings retreating. Bottles up and now goes down at the 5.
You're going to see the great pressure by Deal and by Elarm Zor, the linebacker, 6'3", 230. But the tough part about that hit is that Jennings didn't even see it coming. I was talking to E.J. Manuel, first round, whatever it is, it worked.
Scott Simon said we have to bend, but don't break in this game. McAllister on the crosser. Big play. Still in bounds and shoved out near the 10.
You see the time in the pocket for Josh Hoover, and it's a zone, and they just right in between that zone. That's a dig route right behind both.
On second down, here's Hoover into the flats. Manjack has it. Tries to shed one defender and another across the goal line. Yes!
And there was an opportunity to stop him. Jaden Milner-Jones had a chance to make a tackle, but he didn't. He tried to hold on for dear life, asked for some friends to come. But if you let go, Manjack's going to find the end zone. Great effort.
And using his mind and his route running to inflict damage on SMU's defense so far today. Battle against the grain, a first down and more. Into SMU territory, rumbles down to the 35.
You're going to see Battle here go all the way back across the ball. The ball's supposed to go right. It's not available. He gets stopped, but instead, he finds green grass. The transfer of Britson was outstanding.
Ensuing play, Chris Johnson Jr. stopped by Kylan Jackson. Time for Hoover, delivers a strike. McAllister, off and running! Eric McAllister for the TCU touchdown!
Critical down in football. Josh Hoover is going to get it to Eric McAllister on a 5-yard slant, but Jalen Davis-Robinson, number 13, and Jaden Milner-Jones, number 11, both missed tackles.
McAllister in the seam, Hoover waiting, now delivering straight up into the air. That throw was bothered. McAllister like a center fielder at midfield, and that's a first down for the Horned Frogs. Hoover was hit. Terry Webb in the throwing motion disrupted the toss down the field.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, Roy. This should not have been an incompletion.
Ran down towards midfield, now on third down. There's McAllister. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. The hat trick for number 1 for the Horned Frogs.
And when you're in this coverage right now, Jalen Davis-Robinson is 7 yards off. And maybe he fears the speed of McAllister. Maybe he fears his size, but you can't be that far off on a guy like Eric McAllister. Why? Because he has the size to get inside of you and the speed to outrun you. So you need to be able to put pressure on him.
Crosstown in Dallas, they would love to return the favor and a comeback of their own today. Jennings will be sacked. Oyewole, 97, got there.
Correct, 97 got there, but it started with the pressure from number 1, Austin Jordan. He brought the pressure.
Timeout.
Andy Avalos thinking about bringing pressure. He retreats. Jennings off the back foot, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Johnson. Stepping out of bounds inside the SMU 35. Well positioned for the Horned Frogs.
Yeah, and he got the pressure. He felt pressure up front. Kevin Jennings did, so he threw the ball, trusting his receiver.
And the backup quarterback, Ken Seals, a transfer from Vanderbilt. Jennings, intercepted. Jamel Johnson again. Out of bounds with 7 seconds to go. His second pick of the fourth quarter.
Bryson Washington is the setback. He goes in motion. Quick slant, complete to Prentice. And Kobe Prentice has it out to the 39-yard line. Guiding Arizona State to one of the greatest turnarounds in college football history into the college football playoff. Malik Brown on the stretch play. Stretching that Baylor defense. Tavon Williams shoves him out.
3 of 20, just 15%.
Let's see what he dials up here. High snap. Little screen action out to Brown. And Malik Brown, look at him go. Home run hitter, late flag behind the play. Jacob Redding with the saving tackle.
He gets on him, and you can see right, oh, that's a tackle. Right, he didn't get him to the ground, but he definitely wrapped those arms around immediately. Yeah. That's a great pickup by the officials to see that his arms, you can see, are covering the number of Devin Bobby. The back number.
Yeah, and this part of the world, we'd say. That's Mike Trigg, the tight end in motion. And a quick slant, again, that's caught, and look out. Kobe Prentice, his second catch of the early hours of this one in the evening. 15 yards and a first down.
Had touchdown passes of 41 yards and 39 yards, respectively. This is Emmanuel Henderson, who had a 42-yard kickoff return in the first half. Has a seam. He pulled and he's off to the races. Emmanuel Henderson opens the second half with a kickoff return touchdown of 93 yards. 93-yard kickoff return by Emmanuel Henderson.
Well, nothing fancy coming up. Watch this little cut that he makes right here. Right there. Guys had an opportunity to get him, and then, like he's a sprinter at the World Championship, showing him the tail light. Look at him stretch it out. And that's the way you're supposed to do it. You finish through the tape, man. You got to get that lean at the tape. Henderson electrifies this crowd here in Lawrence. And watch this. The form. Dip. Get that chest to break the tape at the goal line. What a return. So he got a standing ovation for a 10-yard game early in his career there.
Marchiol under pressure, and he's dropped. Trey Lathan with the sack for Kansas.
Trey Lathan, who had been at West Virginia, you get him lined up like that, and they have what's called a squeeze call on the run. When you get A-gap pressure like that, the guard and
a sixth-year quarterback who was the starter as a true freshman, a 17-year-old at the time, has been through 3 injuries, flips it out to a wide-open target for a touchdown.
Yeah, nice play design here. They're going to sneak him across the formation and get that big 4th down catch against Missouri. Well, and they've got some big old tight ends. 6'6", and Deshaun Hanukkah, 6'6". Wide receiver sees it one way and doesn't make the adjustment that the quarterback is expecting. Ball ends up just landing on air.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Trey Lathan, the former West Virginia Mountaineer, with an interception off his former quarterback.
Nico Marchiol does. Watch his eyes at the start here. And Lathan's going to be reading those eyes the whole way. Baiting. He knows exactly what's coming. Makes the pick and almost gets it back for 6 against his former team. Can see the interception, and Lathan Henderson's even out of the break and almost caught it for him. Can't drop that one.
Williams, stiff arm, slides away from one. What a cut. Oh, stutter step. Williams still on his feet. Sean Williams for a Kansas touchdown. 62 yards.
What would happen if you make just those extra cuts? A running back coach once asked me. Well, let's see. Watch the cut to the outside. Now watch the cut back to the inside. That lateral movement gets LaShawn Williams into the open, and then his Jets do the rest. Show him your taillights. Get in for 6.
Robertson hasn't missed. He's 6 out of 6. There's a spin move by Knighton, but to no avail. Great recognition and coverage by Adrian Wilson. Connor Hawkins sets up for a long field goal try. 53 yards. Hello, how do you do? Another 3rd and long here, and it's Washington. Marker down. Washington down at the 25.
That may be a mouth guard.
Ooh, it could be.
This has been a really impressive drive for Arizona State.
Levitt again with the extra surge touchdown. Dillingham applauds. 4th rushing touchdown of the year for Sam Levitt.
Shimon Mateer, but how about Sam Levitt? He gets stopped right away, and then he turns and twists and finds his way into the end zone.
Quadruple hitter day and night here on Fox. Again, they go fade. That time he put it right where he wanted. The biscuit in the basket of Josh Cameron. Why not go back to this, huh?
This former walk-on is a specimen of a football player. I just can't believe he was ever a walk-on, right? The body control, the ability to go up and snatch the football away. He has an opportunity with the country watching.
Robertson flushed. Good spin move to get out of trouble. Now he's just going to seek refuge out of bounds, and does, as Keyshawn Elliott set his sights on him. Trigg in motion. Now Trigg will block on the swing pass to Knighton. Knighton! At nightfall, it's Knighton following the big fella.
Keep that clock moving.
Absolutely. Otherwise, you get Levitt all kinds of time to work with 3 timeouts. Flushed. Washington. Very important play there. Well, the maturation of Levitt has been well documented, but that example right there, those eyes moving from check down to check down, illustrates it. And again, DJ Coleman, the nickelbacker, just extended that play. Udoh again. That's why they brought him in from Army. Get those tough yards that Cam Scottaboo used to get. Knew there was more action coming from that side of the field. Levitt in some trouble, dodges it. Oh, look at that. What an ad-lib job. Eusebio, number 83, the redshirt sophomore with his first catch. Tyson to make a play.
We showed a play similar to this where he just finds a way, right? He's going to go through his reads, pump fake there, a little jump throw there, and he just is a backyard football player doing his thing, finding a way to get it done, and that's one of those Cape-type plays.
Oh, yeah. Robertson. That's picked off. Keith Abney with the pilfer.
By Abney. He's in position. It's called a dropout, Tim. The receiver's supposed to drop out to the sideline, and he runs the route for him. Give me that.
So just like that, the Baylor defense will be called upon to make another stop. Levitt under duress. There's Sam at his best inside the 10. 27 yards, and it's 1st and goal. Hold him to a field goal yet again.
There is nothing available downfield, and he's almost baited into the big mistake. He doesn't do it, and that's the athletic ability we continue to talk about. He continues to make those plays. Outstanding job by Sam Levitt.
As good as it gets, baby. 13-10. Can Baylor stand tall again in the red zone? Stay where you are. Those defensive plays in the third quarter by Baylor to hold this to a one-score game have been magnificent. And now it's time for Sawyer Robertson to talk about what he can do with Superman's cape. Robertson coming back for it. Nice adjustment by the receiver, Josh Cameron. He came back to help his quarterback there.
Oh, watch him turn the defender around. Press, and then get on that outside and race back to the football. Nice job by...
Right through and a spin. He could break it. This could go all the way for Bryson Washington. Stopped at the 1. Abney and Javen Robinson saved the touchdown. Once he got to the second level, no one was there. Dialed up a great one here.
Arizona State sails out for the run, but they aren't in their gaps. There's one guy to make the play, another guy they miss, and he is off to the races. Great effort to run him down.
Here we go. Washington again in the backfield. Quick to Trigg. He's got it. And no, I don't know. They're going to give it to him. Yes, touchdown, Baylor. They may want to look at it. Just over 9 minutes remaining. Oh, yeah. You got the big names in a lot of places. But tonight, the big game is in the Big 12.
Right, and so that just is a testament to what Baylor's defense has been able to do.
Levitt. Blitz coming. Still a loss. It could have been worse. Jackie Marshall finally will get credit for the sack.
That is Jackie Marshall. Just watch him as he just stays in that kind of must-rush position. Not truly rushing, right? Kind of just waiting to see what he does. He corrals him. It's almost like trying to catch a chicken. He goes and gets him, grabs that.
Very easily could have beaten Texas and made it to the semis. Returned 16 players from that team. Deep and wide open. What a bust. Eusebio's got it. All the way to the 25. Sam Levitt puts the cape on and gets his team near the red zone again. 61 yards.
Like you talked about, this is a bust. You're going to have safeties back, and they are in position. It's kind of like a Tampa 2 where safety should be in the middle of the field. Nobody's there, and an outstanding job of Sam Levitt putting on the cape, like you said, and finding the open receiver.
1st and 10. Tyson Brown in the backfield. They'll swing it out to him. And again, going wide, just nothing doing. Absolutely nothing doing. Baylor all over that.
Tim, let's listen to these pads pop. How about this?
Outstanding tonight from Matt Powledge's defense. Levitt throws a laser. It's caught. It's Tyson. It's touchdown.
He'll be there.
Going for 2 to make it a 7-point game. Oh, yeah. Well organized. That's Tyson. Why not? And the lead catapults to 24-17.
When you need him most, he's right there.
Oh, by the way, those are the spinners. He burned him already tonight. That'll make you think twice. 2nd and 10. Robertson flushed. That time he tried to move, and he rolled right into C.J. Fight, who came with all of it.
Move it back to punt this ball away and flip the field.
Line to make is the 40 of Arizona State. It's caught. It's Lewis Brown, and they got it all. It's a 1st down for the Bears. Robertson with time. That's Trigg. That is going to be a touchdown.
Right, let's take a look at Trigg right here to the right of your screen. He gets vertical down the field. Okay, I'm a little covered. I need to uncover for my quarterback, and then he reaches up and grabs it like a rebound in the sky, and he races to.
He got it. Arizona State wins. Dustin Denty for all the wonderful shots. Josh Franz, our broadcast associate. There's the winning kick from Jesus Gomez. In the booth, Scott Alexander, Brett Bender, Jack Tuttle. For all of
Morton with the seam up the middle. Keeps rolling to the 25-yard line.
BYU's offensive line going against ECU's defensive line. They're bigger. They're more physical. ECU's going to have...
And Farron makes it 19 straight makes. He extends
that Coach Sanders expects out of his ball club this season.
And their quarterback, Caden Salter, was benched for last week's game. Back as the starter. He's going to take off and run, and that's what he does so well. Caden Salter across midfield on 3rd and long converts, a gain of 17.
Out of his quarterback, he told us last night, he goes, I don't care what he does, just be decisive. If you're going to throw the football, spin it, cut it loose. And the team last year that won 9 games, we've yet to see that.
They have a lot of talent on this roster, and that's a nice play into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, really nice play. You're going to see Byard right there on the left side of your screen. This is a guy that's been playing so well. He found himself in the starting lineup tonight, has been in a reserve role.
Kelman is the back alongside Caden Anderson, the starting quarterback for Wyoming. Handoff, and just nowhere to go. Man, swallowed up. And going backwards even still, London Merritt, true freshman. 2nd down and 6. Salter rolling right, throwing on the move. Man, that was a nice delivery to Omarion Miller.
Salter is at his best when he can get outside the pocket. I think he's just a little more comfortable, and you see the confidence behind this throw. Caden Salter needs to be smart with the football here. He has a field goal in his back pocket.
Pressured, going to the end zone. Miller caught at the back of the end zone. Touchdown.
Excellent job by this offensive line picking up pressure. Caden Salter
giving his wide receiver Miller a chance on the field for Colorado. Wyoming showing pressure.
Then they back off and rush 4. Salter flushed out to the right, trying to point downfield. One time, and a perfect pass to Sincere Brown, who's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Now that was a big-time play from the quarterback, Caden Salter.
Brown, you just said it, Flem. A couple Cowboys had the angles, but Brown hit the after boosters. And we got 14-3 here in Boulder. Good one, though, Monday night with the Lions, Ravens, 2 teams playing really good football right now.
Maybe Brock Osweiler will show up on the Peyton and Eli cast sometime this year. Traylon Miller with a nice catch.
Tonight, he was challenged by his head coach. He said, I want the guy that we saw at Liberty to step up, be a leader, be consistent for this. With good field position, huge break for the Buffalo.
Instead, now it's 1st and 10. Play fake across the middle. What a catch by Miller. And he spins away. Still going inside the 5 all the way down.
This season, hopefully we see him back out here tonight.
He did not look great going to the sideline. Play fake. Salter now is going to improvise. And there goes Caden Salter. He'll take a hit and break a tackle across midfield. Finally go out of bounds in Wyoming territory.
Salter does the next best thing with the football, tucks it, runs, and picks up an explosive gain for this offense.
A really negative play instead. 20-yard gain for Salter. Looking downfield again. Going deep. End zone in traffic. And caught! Touchdown! Joseph Williams. That was beleaguered, especially last week. They had 80 yards in the second half against Houston, the whole half. They almost got 80 on the first drive of this half against Wyoming.
In this situation, I like Chris Durr right here in the slot. He's had a really nice second half for Wyoming.
From the end zone, Anderson takes a hit and goes down. And Colorado gets the safety on the sack from Arden Walker.
He said Arden Walker, he needed to make his presence felt, and he has certainly done that tonight. Multiple sacks coming into the game. He had no sacks on the season, 4.5 a season ago. But he has certainly made his presence felt here tonight, making a game-changing play here to start the 4th quarter.
And that is the backup left tackle, Nathan Geiger, the starter at left tackle.
Well, that Clemson loss, you know, that was a team that was talked about to be in the national title run this year. You know,
super experienced. Yeah. Salter out into the open. Caden Salter is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, they have their guy. See the defensive end just crashing down, and Salter makes a perfect read. And like I said, Wyoming was selling out to stop the run. They're in man coverage. There's no one there to account for Salter. And this gets special. This is the version of Caden Salter Deion Sanders expected to get when he brought him here from Liberty to Boulder.
Sims kept it, and he goes down. Got stopped well short. Colorado defenders still playing hard here in the final minute. That will likely be the final play of the game. Indeed it is.
You win. Nice separation from the receiver.
ECU, 4th fastest tempo in college football, but you need first downs to get up and go. That's going backwards. Parker Jenkins is brought down by Siale Acera.
Yeah, there's a great defense on both sides. We just got to keep rolling and take advantage of opportunities that come our way.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
What a one-handed catch by Sione Moa. For all the attention L.J. Martin gets, they think Moa is 1 of 4 on 3rd down. Bachmar stretching the field, and that's a strike to the 40-yard line and caught by Parker Kingston.
This season, I mean, that's a tight window, zone coverage. You have to be on time, in rhythm, and obviously accurate with the football.
Transition, just a true freshman, 19 years old, first road start. Comfortable in the pocket here. Chase Roberts turning it, coming the other way, inside the 30. And Chase Roberts chugging along for the explosive
This offense, he talked to the coaching staff. They said everyone expects Chase Roberts just to be kind of a guy that catches shorter routes, but man, he's got some speed too with the ball in his hands.
This would be a statement win for him. They can find a way. Hauser will swing it to Parker Jenkins, and Jenkins, just gets popped.
Excuse me, 16, man, 6'5", 240.
Quick toss, pitch, end zone! Evan Johnson had one taken away, and another in this end zone. Pick 6.
You back and you don't want to run the football, get under center, run a QB sneak, gain a couple of yards, go to halftime. I don't know why you would put this ball in harm's way.
The blink of an eye. Inside pressure on Hauser, and he's dropped. Jack Kelly, it was just a matter of time. The captain with his second sack of the season.
Just play the traditional linebacking spot. They'll move him the defensive end. They'll get him lined up. And right there just splits the guard and tackle.
Ball security has been brilliant there. L.J. Roberts has just been rumbling. L.J. Martin, and Martin out of El Paso picks up the first down. So far this season getting worked on here. Backside pressure. Hauser feels it, will not get away. And that is number 2 for Jack Kelly.
6'2", 242. These linebackers are big, they're physical, and they are excellent in the pass game.
When the lives of their students every single day.
Lauren, thank you so much. Bear Bachmeier wide open to Chase Roberts. Oh, Roberts is lit up as Raheem Craig came flying in from nowhere, but how did he get so open? Jake Retzloff left the program. Bachmeier became the starter. Bear will throw another open man. Carson Ryan strolling in for the touchdown. Ryan's second of the season.
I like him even more. I mean, 20 is a ball player. He's going to be on the right side. Just your normal tight end sneak. He's going to fake like he's blocking. Block, and then sneak right up.
Pribula. You got it.
We are masters of that.
Cody Hagan in motion. Bear Bachmeier, 19-year-old freshman, firing on the run. The tipping toe. Did he get it in? And Parker Kingston does. Bear Bachmeier, young man, is growing up.
We did not see any of this on the film for the first 2 games.
Bachmeier rips it, complete to Chase Roberts. That's a different dude. Quarterback at BYU, enrolled early from Stanford. Had a 4.0 GPA there before an opening at BYU. Jake Retzloff moving on to Tulane. He comes in, wins the job. He was a 3-star prospect out of...
It's a really good offense and a very talented offensive line that can protect.
Bachmeier run all the way. Bear looking like a Grizzly. Give him 6. His 4th rushing touchdown of his young career.
Nowhere near any sort of run support. You see 4 defensive linemen have like 7 blockers. You see
to get the Cougars inside and ranked. Oh my gosh, Isaiah Glasgow, just an absolute monster for the Cougars defense. All season for Bear Bachmeier, 19-year-old true freshman. And there is Navahina. And he's going to go backwards slightly. But Bachmeier has taken the reins. They've also highlighted this man, L.J. Martin, his first rushing touchdown of the season. He had done everything else, needed that.
So funny talking with Aaron Roderick, the OC for BYU. We said, man, like ECU brings all these exotic blitzes, and you're going to bring pressure from one side. There's going to be openings, and then right there you see all the pressure coming to the field, and then no one backside.